Could the trumpets of Numbers 10 be related to the two shofars of verse 1 and 15? The trumpets of Numbers 10. I mean, they could be connected in the sense of the two witnesses speaking through that time. However, remember that chapters were not there when the prophets wrote the books. They were added later for us to help us read scriptures easier and find quotes and stuff like that. And I say that because in verse, well, what I was going to say is that when we read scriptures in Revelation, we see that there are 7 trumpets. And actually, the answer would be easier if we just see the Hebrew. In Hebrew, it says, and Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, make 2 silver trumpets. In Hebrew, just by saying silver, we know that they are trumpets. They are not shofar or shofarot. In Hebrew, it says, Asei lecha shetei chatzotzerot. So, yeah, they are not shofarot. We read in Yoel that it says blow the shofar. Here it says to make trumpets. And trumpets and shofar, although they work the same, they are instruments of air. They are different. But many translations translate shofar as trumpet. Others translate it as ram's horn or stuff like that. But yeah, in this case, there is a different word used because it is an actual trumpet made of metal instead of a horn made of the bone and flesh of the animal. And I will read this real quick. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, make 2 silver trumpets for yourself. You shall make them of hammered work. You shall use them for calling the congregation and for directing the movement of the camps. When they blow both of them, all the congregation shall gather before you at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. As in, when the 2 witnesses speak, everybody should gather before Yahushua, who is the door to Yahweh. But if they blow only one, then the leaders, the heads of the divisions of Israel, shall gather to you, to Moshe, as in the witness like Moshe, as in 1 trumpet representing 1 witness. When you sound the advance, the camps that lie on the east side shall then begin their journey. Interestingly enough, Yahweh said that the last will appear from the west, and Yahweh will raise up people from the east. As when you sound the advance, the camps that lie on the east side shall then begin their journey. When you sound the advance the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall begin their journey. Then shall sound the call for them to begin their journeys. And when the assembly is to be gathered together, you shall blow, but not sound the advance. The sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow the trumpets, and this shall be to you as an ordinance forever throughout your generations. When you go to war in your land against the enemy who oppresses you, when you go to war in your land against the enemy who oppresses you, then you shall sound an alarm with the trumpets, and you will be remembered before Yahweh your Elohim, and you will be saved from your enemies. Also, in the day of your gladness, in your appointment. This part shows how the 2 witnesses will announce the plagues are coming, therefore danger, but those who listen to the witnesses will be protected. That's why it says, when you go to war in your land against the enemy who oppresses you, when you shall sound an alarm with the trumpets, and you will be remembered before Yahweh your Elohim, and you will be saved from your enemies. Also, in the day of your gladness, in your appointed feasts, and at the beginning of your months, you shall blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings. As in the day of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month. That's why it's the first day of a month, and therefore these 2 trumpets had also to be blown. And they shall be a memorial for you before your Elohim. I am Yahweh your Elohim. So 2 things. The book of Yoel says shofar. Here it says trumpet. 2 different words in Hebrew. One was a horn, one was a metal instrument. And in Revelation we see that there are 7 trumpets. So I would see the trumpets of Yoel as part of the trumpets of Revelation, most likely the 5th and the 6th, or the 6th and the 7th. 5th and 6th are 2 armies of people that will destroy the earth, or entities. And the seventh is the harvest. We saw in Yoel that it kind of makes reference to the harvest, but most of it makes reference to the army that will destroy the earth. That's why I said fifth and sixth, or sixth and seventh. But it says shofar. And because of the things I said regarding what I just read in Numbers, there could be a connection, although I don't think it's that clear or that strong. There could be a connection by the fact that the blowing of trumpets is to announce that an army was coming. And the other trumpet was connected to when the two witnesses are captured and killed and the chosen few are transformed. So saying it like that, yeah, there's a connection there. So that may have been the connection you saw. And actually, it's interesting that in the first says, blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my set apart mountain. An alarm as in there's an army coming. We just saw that those two trumpets were used for when the enemy was coming or for war. And the other blowing of the trumpet in Yoel says, blow the trumpet in Zion, consecrate a fast. And I connected it when we were reading this with the Day of Trumpets, which is the first day of the month. And in that day, they also blow the silver trumpets of Numbers 10. So, yeah, I can see a connection. But like I said, I don't know if it's that strong. Plus, mainly because of the fact that one says trumpet, the other one says shofar, even though in English they both say trumpets. And, well, also, just in case, the fact that only those two trumpets are mentioned in the whole book of Yoel, which is short still, but only those two are mentioned, give strength to that connection. But yeah, the main thing is that there are 7 trumpets in the Revelation, and that there are 2 different words used in Hebrew.